I guess when your stars align, you do like the solar system and plan it out. So I'm going overtime on the overtime. Yeah, I'm not invested, but you can attest it.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Diana and today I'm continuing the Venus through the Signs series. Today I'm gonna go ahead and discuss Venus in Capricorn. Yes, so before we get into this video, I do want to discuss my face. So Halloween is around the corner and I just decided to try to be a cat today, and I didn't feel like taking off my makeup for this video because I worked so hard for it. So yeah, we're just gonna have to deal and get over the whole cat thing in this video. Hopefully it's not a distraction for you Venus and Capricorns, although I don't think it will be because you guys are very, very focused. But yeah, so this is why I'm gonna look like a cat for most of this video. So let's get started by, sorry, I need to fix my lopsided bun. So let's get started by describing Venus and Capricorn. So what is Venus? Venus is the planet of love and beauty. It shows you your gifts, what you're good at, how girls flirt, what types of girls guys are attracted to. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and Saturn is this cranky old traditional man. When I think of Saturn, I think of my grandpa and how he was like really patriarchal but a really hard worker in Mexico. That's what I think of when I think of Saturn. And yeah, so Capricorn's ruled by Saturn, the 10th house of your public image, of, you know, your career, of the reputation and legacy you want to leave in this world. So when your Venus is in Capricorn, well, what does that make you? That makes you have the gift of being hardworking and organized and practical in all of your gifts. Venus is a lot of the time is also creativity. So your creativity is planned when your Venus is in Capricorn. If you're an artist, if you're a makeup artist, if you are into sports of some sort, you will always have a plan on how you're going to get to the top when your Venus is in Capricorn. Capricorn is also the sign of being a workaholic. So if your Venus is in Capricorn, a lot of the time you may find yourself being a workaholic, but with Venus there, people are actually gonna like you when your Venus is in Capricorn at work. You may have a lot of friends at work and they, you know, look up to you. You're an inspiration to them in some way because of the Venus softening the effects of Capricorn there. When your Venus is in the Capricorn or even in the 10th house, you may even fall in love with your career. Like your career can be like your relationship, your best friend. Like you want to make sure that you rise the ladder of success. It also can make you love power and money, love materialistic things. And my boyfriend has Venus in the 10th house. If your Venus is in the 10th house, this can kind of pertain to you as well. You know, you want to look good for the public. You don't want to dress ratchety, and you don't want to you know, dress like an Aries ascendant like me would. When we go to work, we don't really put a lot of effort into what we wear. We just wear whatever. I wear whatever I buy at TJ Maxx. But if your Venus is in Capricorn, you may shop at places like Banana Republic, Guess, higher end places, because you feel like when you are dressing, you are investing in yourself. Or you may even invest in learning like, you know, things about character, how to build confidence, body language. Those types of things may interest you, because you know those, by investing time and effort into learning those things, you're investing money. You'll get something out of it in the future, I should say. Now, a lot of Venus and Capricorn people get the rep for being unemotional in relationships because they're not as expressive as fire signs. They are unemotional, and it's really hard to be in a relationship, I would say, you know, because I'm dating somebody with a whole bunch of Capricorn energy. to some extent it can be difficult because they're not going to show you love the way that you want. They're not going to bombard you with 20 texts a day, and they're not gonna be like, you know, you look so absolutely beautiful and I want to have a Romeo and Juliet story with you. That's not gonna be them, because they, in their minds, they think that time is money, and if they're giving you their time, then that's the way that they show you that they love you. A lot of the times it's not even going to be with gifts that they can show you their love, because sometimes they can be a little bit stingy, because they don't trust people, and they feel like, for example, a guy with his Venus in Capricorn may feel like if he starts, you know, giving his girlfriend all of these luxurious gifts and taking her out to fancy dinners, that's a risk that he has to make with his money, because she's not going to be there all the time. She probably will not be there all the time. She probably is a gold digger. Venus and Capricorn men hate gold diggers. So it may not be within the first, maybe it may be after the first 6 months to a year is when a Venus in Capricorn is going to be like, okay, well, this girl has been with me for a while, so now I can buy her something, because I know she's not just with me for my money. Since Venus in Capricorn will know how to get money, they'll know how to make money, they have that gift. Venus in Capricorn men and women attract a lot of people that use them for their skills and use them for their money, for their looks, and they don't want that. They have to be really cautious about who they hang around with. That's what makes them really picky when they're choosing their partners or their friends, because they want to make sure that they're with them for good reasons. Once a Venus and Capricorn person is completely in love with you and they know that they are in a stable relationship with you, that's when you're going to see their soft side come out. That's when you're going to see the lustiness that the goat brings to the Capricorn sign, because they can be really horny and they can have a lot of stamina when they're having sex, and they're going to want to please you, and then they're going to start with their, you know, dry, witty humor and humoring you like that. That's the beautiful side of the Venus and Capricorn. When they are in love after a long time that it takes for them to fall in love, I feel like that's the light at the end of the tunnel for them. Like, if you're in a relationship with them and you're at the beginning stages, just know that there is hope and there is a light at the end of the tunnel, where it's going to be such a beautiful relationship, because Capricorn is very devoted and it's a very disciplined sign. So it uses its discipline to fight off all of these temptations to where you're the only focus. You know, a Venus in Capricorn likes to set goals and plan out and it even could plan out a relationship, and it's not a sign that gives up because it has discipline and drive. Some other things that I can say about Venus and Capricorn is that they are a very reliable placement in relationships. If you need them to pick you up, or if you need them to help you with a job. A Venus in Capricorn, though, hates lazy people with a passion, because a Venus in Capricorn may be the type of person that wants to be productive all day and wants to feel accomplished, and when they're surrounded by people that don't have the same goals and they just want to sit around and cuddle all day, that's kind of not for them unless you have a lot of water and you need to be nurtured. And with with Venus and Capricorn, I would really recommend, though, that you look at the rest of your chart, because if you have fire and if you have a lot of water, then you're going to be more emotional and not as unemotional and not as undemonstrative as I just mentioned them to be. Because if you have a lot of water, that's going to change things up, and then if you have a lot of air, then you're going to be less reliable and more flaky. So definitely look at the other placements in your chart, because maybe only one or two of these things may apply to you. Venus and Capricorn men and women, what they want for a relationship is they want to be that couple that is inspiring and that everybody else wants to be. They want to be that couple that looks fit. They want to be that couple that has a lot of money, or appears that they have a lot of money because they wear nice things. They want, or my boyfriend who has his Venus in the 10th house, he's always like, you know, I want you to go to the gym, you know, have everything on point, like the way that I talk, the way that I walk, the way that I, you know, make myself appear, probably for selfish reasons, because I don't want that. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, I'll go with the flow with it, but that's the type of thing that a Venus and Capricorn want. Be on fleek with every aspect on their life. That every aspect of their life has to be perfect. So they want another person that has the same goals, and that's the goal for the Venus and Capricorn. Now, a Venus and Capricorn woman, they may be attracted to a guy that's much older or much younger than them. There's going to be a huge age difference. In a relationship, she wants to feel like she is needed. She wants to feel like the dominant one, the one that can bring home the bread. She wants to, you know, have a successful career, and she doesn't want her relationships to interfere with that. A Venus and Capricorn woman, it has a very sexy, earthy feel to her. But it kind of leaves you with wanting more, because a Venus and Capricorn never reveals too much about herself, or you know, it's like she can have these layers and layers of clothes, and underneath she has a beautiful body. Venus and Capricorn man, he prefers a woman, you know, that is independent, that has her own money, her own house, her own car. A woman who has a quality that will help enhance how he looks in the world. So if you're a Venus and Capricorn guy, you may want to date a really hot girl, but just so that she can make you look good in your career, and you could take her to you know, those fancy dinner parties that maybe the company held for you, and everybody could be like, wow, he has such a beautiful wife. Or a woman who can speak really well and can, you know, enhance some of the skills that you lack, something like that. Whatever you lack, and if she'll make you look good and, you know, is an asset to your life, you want a woman that's like that. Sometimes Venus and Capricorn men also want a woman that is much younger than them in their early years, because they want to feel like very patriarchal, and they want a woman who is vulnerable in that way, that will listen to everything that they tell them to do. If not that, when they get a little bit you know, in their late 20s, they can start dating somebody who's like, you know, a cougar like woman, because then that woman will, you know, have a little bit more of life experience, something like that, because at some point they'll get tired of dealing with, you know, immatureness of the younger girls that they've dated in their life. Or it can just be one or the other. It just depends on the rest of your chart. But there's always usually that age difference. And
on blessings. Look at my life, man, that's lessons on lessons on lessons. I treat the beat like it's a reverend. I tell the truth like, Father, forgive me. These are all my confessions, man. This wasn't luck, it was destined. I done lost homies.